A deep cover and a deep square leg. Tuli will be bowling mostly fuller. As you see here. So Akbar saying something very interesting, that the ball is turning and gripping. Hurried the batter on that occasion, did, and Tuli will have to bowl that again. 4 dot balls in a row. There's a short find, there's a short third.
Coming, Dougie.
There's a gully as well. He's also being told to play the sweep shot, as did Pritam Kumar just a while ago, to his demise. Edging closer towards that maiden now. Very close to the off stump. Gets a maiden. Well bowled in Tuli. After 22, it's nice.
No.
Mandwa to continue. Long off and long on there for Akbar. There's a deep point, a deep square leg. Again telling him to sweep as well. He doesn't oblige.
Knows the game. He knows how to play, how to manipulate the field. He's done that. But this time around, he goes for the sweep shot and gets through the gap. Will it be a boundary? No, there is a protection. And oh no, it's a boundary. Makes a bit of fumble, does the fielder. And that would leak some runs for South Africa emerging.
That brings up the 100 for Bangladesh. A misfield. I believe it's that man, Devan Marai, who's genuinely such a brilliant fielder. Made the ground, perhaps overran it a bit. In just getting down, missed it. See, the field is set for Akbar Ali to play that sweep shot. He's being told, play it, and he plays it. Moves on to 33 from 33.
Dangba bowling it full. Just playing with the line, sometimes going on middle on leg. And now stays on the off corridor.
And this is what Prince is saying from behind the stumps. You're winning this battle. You're winning Chepo. Telling his bowler he's doing well. Akbar almost deciding will play the one shot for the boundary, and in the end, that's the end of the over. After 23, it's 102 for 5.
And that goes into the stand, into the breaking stand for Liverpool, and who was getting hurt. Mr. Length it for Tuli. Was like a return, but it was very short. Wanted a single, but I could deny it. Rightly so.
Still your over, Tiff. Still your over, Tiff. Yeah.
6 of this over up to 2408 for 5 Bangladesh emerging.
Very good. Hey, Kansas can have the machine. That's the kind of day. Oh, huh? হয়েছে কিছু জানা রে
Ndangwa bowling really well within himself. Already picked up a wicket of Pritam Kumar. Wanted to sweep the ball. Couldn't connect it. Easily done by Akbar Ali for a single.
That's what they should be doing. Pick up singles as much as possible. Keep the scoreboard moving. In the middle over, singles and the doubles can be the key, especially when the team is under the pump.
Got a bit of zip on that occasion. Ndangwa seems to be pretty impressive left arm spinner. Sweep is a go-to shot for the Bangladeshi batters, but on that occasion, Rabbi played straight.
So this is the difference between Akbar Ali and Pritam Kumar. Because on the line, Akbar took it perfectly, but on that occasion, that was too full, and Pritam was going too across the line and was LBW. There we go. That was the perfect sweep shot from Akbar Ali. But Pritam Kumar was not onto it.
Popped up in the air, but I don't think there was a connection from the bat of Mahfuzur Rabbi. Was it? Yes, it was. With luck for him after 2510 for 5. Comparing between the two sweeps, Akbar Ali, look how far he made the ball. He was committed into the shot, and Pritam Kumar, it was a two full, and look the head position. He was looking down, also a bit imbalanced, going too across the line. A clear difference between the sweep shots. One was a boundary and one was a wicket. Played straight down the ground for a single. And that is why Akbar Ali is currently seems like a batter who is batting on a different surface under different conditions against a different bowling attack.
Yeah, his shape is in a very good form. And also the mindset, very much vocal, assessing the conditions properly, always in a chat with his partner, whether he's batting or keeping. Cool and calm head. This makes him the best batter of the side.
Three singles of the first three balls in this over so far from Ntuli. Picked up a wicket.
Once again, turn and offer. I just like the way Akbar is dealing with those turns. So proactive. That's the difference between him and the other batters. Once again, single.
The key for Akbar's batting is he waits for the ball to come towards him. Be it a spinner or a pacer, he wants to wait till the end. Four of this over from Ntuli after 2614 for 5.
সমস্যা কি না খানা কি গিয়ে খেতে
A couple of wickets for Van Buren for 21 runs from his 5 overs. Mokoena, he bowled miserly as well,
আরে গাড়িটা তো পড়ে
going 3 and over.
অফার করে দান বাড়ি
We're having a drinks break at this moment.
কারিনের যদি ঠিক মতো চালাই ঠিক হতো ওদিন আর কই দিছেন আন্টি আর মেরে কেন বুঝতে হবে না দিনের কইবেন বালা করে হইছিল মেয়ে মতো না যাই ওকে ये बीपे क्लोज साबजेक्ट क्लोज যত হইব মাস্টার ये तो বরণ পুরন데 দিলে ये तो রাখতো না সেই হিসেবে ये तो তোর সামনে ঠিক খাস করাবে না তুই যে দূর হয় ये নিজে হইতে না নদী ये তোর হরা এর আগ্রহ আছে আমার লাগা ওকে খাচ্ছু দিতে গেলে তো বাপের খাচ্ছু কিনে না লাই এগো তালা
কাজে কিছু বা ইয়ে তো করার দরকার না তোর আপনি হল আমরা আসি
নিজে পাইলেন তো মা তোর বিয়ে দিকে সময় লাগে
ওরা কইলে দাম আছে
তো লাগা করলে তুই নিজে পাই দাঁড়ালে কোলা বদলি হতে পারা গেল
ওরা লাগা বাস করলে কত ভালো ভালো হাই র‍্যাঙ্কে রাখে
ব্যাংকের কত
ইয়ে করে আপনারা সুন্দর করে ভালো কে বিয়ে দিবে হ্যাঁ এটা হাইকে দিয়ে গেছি বড় গুড়ি যে কথা বহুত দিন ইয়ে করগুড়ি যে সমস্যা এতে খাবার নেই এতে খাবার নাকি এদের খানা আইলে যে হইছে এটা আর দিতে পারি এতে তো টেনশন করবে দরকার নেই এতে তো খাবার না বড়গোলা হুড়ে যেটা আমরা দেখতেছি বড়গোলা হুড়ে যেটা আমরা দেখুন যেটা আমরা দেখি
The city of mangoes, the silk city of Rajshahi. And there you go, the juicy, the tasty mangoes, and of course the other fruits as well, lychees. Since it's summer, and the Borendro Research Museum is also welcoming the visitors, the famous Rajshahi University. It's also known as the city of education as well, very popular among the students and their parents. It's a city where a lot of things happen. The best part, it's calm, it's clean, and it's really enjoyable for the visitors without the traffic jams. We're having a great time in the Silk City. I hope you are also enjoying, Shajat.
Absolutely, and this is a request to our director. Please send some mangoes or lychees to the com box. This is not fair. You show this to us. We're hungry now for some mangoes or lychees. The season is well here. In Dangwa, 5 overs, 1 for 14. Akbar Ali is the one difference. The wall standing in front of the South African emerging bowlers.
The skipper leading from the front once again for Bangladesh merging. The highest run scorer of the series as well, the best batter for Bangladesh merging side. And he's very calm-headed as well. No hurry, no rush, just following the process.
Well, Prince Records, there will be a slot sweep coming up. Akbar Ali just does that. Wasn't a slop sweep though, so it all over the carpet but couldn't press the gas.
He was scared to be swept Akbar obliged, but was unable to find the gap. But it's good control bowling from Dangwa. Kept things really tight for Bangladesh merging backers. Akbar Ali is also being defensive. Gets a single though in the last delivery. After 27, it's 115 for 5, Bangladesh merging.
It's a great partnership. That is the order of the day.
Straight away, some turn and offer from Ntuli.
For the catch, yes, set
He
ball.
would love to have Mahfuzur Rabbi against him, but troubling him with the spin. Akbar backs away, but doesn't find the gap. So it will be interesting if he can deliver that delivery against Rabbi, which will spin away from the lefty. Single for Akbar, and Ntuli gets Rabbi on strike to attack.
Yes, you wanted this, Ali. Ntuli against Rabbi, the battle you were waiting for. Though Rabbi hit a six against Ntuli in one of the previous overs.
Exactly, humming around the stumps. Not much of a turn though, but if he can flight a delivery which is spinning away, that will be really interesting. Once again, a straighter.
There is a long on and long off in place. But Rabbi is on strike against Ntuli along with a deep point. No deep mid wicket though, so there is a clear invitation to go over the top one of this over after 2816 for 5.
Welcome to Bangladesh, South Africa emerging cricket team at the city of Joy, Rajshahi. Here comes up in the air. Was it from the bat? It was. The big fish Akbar Ali has to depart. Jubilation for South Africa emerging.
That is the biggest wicket for South Africa emerging. In Dangwa, he was troubling Akbar Ali. Akbar shaking his head, definitely wondering what went wrong on that occasion. Let's have a look. Played the sweep shot till now pretty well. Wanted to go finer. He wanted to parallel it because there was no protection, but this time he was going too much across off stump, leaving all the three stumps behind. Akbar 38, he scores Bangladesh 116 for 6.
that was straight off the shoot for you.
Sheikh Parvez Jeevan is the new batter. Things are not looking good for Bangladesh emerging team as they just lost their skipper Akbar, who was the best batter on this play, and Ndangwa brilliantly bowled. Brilliant setup to get rid of Akbar Ali. Scored only one in the second wonder. Sheikh Parvez Jeevan.
No need.
But yes and no, this can be risky. Oh my goodness, directed, but have had Sheikh Parvez Jeevan.
In the previous over as well, we saw Ndangwa troubling Akbar Ali. Number of dot balls. Yes, direct hit. Would have been curtains for Jeevan. In this over, when he was bowling against Akbar Ali, there was a vacant fine leg. That's what prompted Akbar to attempt that sweep shot. Or should I say, attempted paddle sweep. Only managing a top edge, an easy grab for Mikhail Prince. 117 for 6.
Straight to the fielder. Rugby is still to find his best rhythm.
Don't look for point for us.
Kept really low. This is ominous for the batters.
Well, everything is happening for the spinners out there. Ndangwa bowled a bit flatter on that occasion. Brilliantly bowled over by Ndangwa after 2900 and
Right? Which one? That's what one?
once again, Akbar Ali, he wanted to play that paddle sweep because there was a vacant space behind the wicket keeper. He played a bit earlier and made a mistake.
And you can also see the smile, the big smile on the face of Mikhail Prince, because they knew that this was the wicket to take in Tuli back. Cramping Parvez Jeevan for space.
Well, we have seen 300 plus scores in the first two games. 303 chased by Bangladesh emerging team in the first one, and they almost chased 333. Fall short by 10 runs in the second one. But today, this is a different ball game altogether for them. And it seems to be a very arduous job for them to reach even 200 from this position.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And in first couple of matches, the skipper Akbar Ali played two important roles, important innings. He's already gone, so it's going to be so difficult for Bangladesh emerging to get rid of the situation and score big.
One in the previous over, 4 dot balls in this over. Things are looking really bright for the South African emerging spinners. Another dot ball. Bangladesh, I don't think they will be minding these dot balls because they want to play out the whole quota of 50 overs.
A brilliant over, a maiden for Ntuli after 30. Bangladesh emerging 117 for 6.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah. I repeat it. What that's fear. What I just
Only 20 runs scored in the last 10 overs for the loss of 2 wickets, including that of Akbar Ali. Yes, that youngster, that kid is still hoping, still there in anticipation that someone will raise his hand from the Bangladeshi camp to score some runs.
Once again, some turn.
Get it in, Max. Get it
This
in.
looks to be a good track for the spinners now, Chajat.
Absolutely. This is good to see, though his team is not in a good position,
I like that. I
but the
like that.
support is there. Crowd building up in anticipation. We expected a bigger crowd than the last two games because this is a weekly holiday.
Max, Max, Max.
Yeah, but not that performance from the home side. Bangladesh emerging, they're a much better team than what they're performing right now. Sheikh Purvis Jibon
Oh,
taking some time, trying to assess the conditions.
Shubho Nangwa rushing through his overs, already into his 8th. Bowled in! Sheikh Parvez Jibon bit in the flight and missed all ends up. That is the number 7 for South Africa emerging.
The home side is falling apart. Jangwa gets his third and removes Sheikh Purvis Jibon from the equation. That was a roundermish delivery. Came back in with the arm and went to the gate. There was a gap between bat and pad. Jangwa beautifully pierced that gap and bowls him out. A short stay for Sheikh Purvis Jibon comes to a close. Celebration for Jangwa as Jibon goes back for 1. Bangladesh merging 118 for 7.
now leg them. Slightly inside. Slight. That's the one leg. Middle.
The last wicket brings Basi Siddiqui
Off stump.
to the middle. Left is now in the center for Bangladesh. And this is how the last wicket went down. Sheikh Purvis Jibon had no clue. That's in the air. Is it a wicket? No. Fortunately for Bangladesh merging.
It's all happening for Ndangwa and South Africa emerging team. Once again, nicely flighted delivery. Light bit of turn that missed the inside edge of Mahfuzur Rabbi.
Sharp turn and bounce. A great over from Dangwa comes to a close. Just a single and a wicket after 31. Bangladesh merging 118 for 7.
Rajshahi, situated on the banks of the beautiful Padma River. What a beautiful sight it is. Water, boats, lives of fishermen full of challenges.
There's one. Must come up.
This time Bangladesh emerging team batters, they are facing some challenge
Told him to go down.
from the visiting team bowlers. Bowling it tight and Tuli. He is also in his 8th. 1 for 24.
Yeah, testing the Bangladesh merging batters. Peter Peter, no! My goodness! Another run out! There was a collision between Rabbi and Wasi Siddiqui. Nothing is going Bangladesh merging's favor right now.
Both were watching the ball. Both were watching the ball. Wasi Siddiqui. There was a desperate dive, but He was definitely out of the crease. Look at the running here. Both are watching the ball. That is not the ideal way to run. You must trust your partner and run blindly towards that crease. And it was a fantastic call from the on-field umpire. Wasi Siddiqui goes for a duck. Bangladesh 118 for 8.
Rakib Al Hassan was the hero for Bangladesh emerging in the first game. His brilliance led the side to win that nail-biting game. It's in the middle when his team is in trouble.
Well, on this surface, Rakibul has to play a big part when he will come to bowl, but this time he needs to bat well. Maybe something like he did in the first one day. He needs to bat for himself. Big appeal! Not from the head of the umpire.
It was sliding down the leg, perhaps. Shake of head. Yes, look how wide he went before delivering that ball. So yeah, with the angle, just coming back in. Once again, bit of confusion. This is not good communication between the Bangladesh batters.
Absolutely, Rabbi probably still is thinking about the previous run out. It was clearly Rakibul's call. Rakibul was pretty sure that he wants a single on that occasion.
Rabbi has been shaky against Ntuli from the word go. Has to find a way out.
Mahfouzur Rabbi already hit a 6. He now probably will want to go big at some stage. 1 and a wicket of this Ntuli over after 32, 119 for 8. This is the last run out. Both were watching the ball. Wasi and Rabbi ran into each other. It was a funny incident, but ended up with a sad finish because Wasi had to depart.
Tangwa comes back. Rakibul steps down and gets through the cover. This will race away for a boundary. A welcome one for Bangladesh emerging.
These are valuable runs, and I think this is the right approach, especially from Rakibul. He is not known for his defensive batting.
Come on, that's it.
Coming at number 10, this is a good shot. Coming down the wicket, meeting the ball at full. The cover and mid-off was in the circle. So 12 for a single this occasion.
Every single is cheered by the crowd. They have come in numbers. But unfortunately, it's not a very happy scene for them. The home side is struggling. Second flighted. Rabbi fails to penetrate the gap.
Only Maruf Mridha to follow after this. 17 and a half overs left. Flighted. Rabbi waited on that and placed it beautifully. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is giving some valuable runs away.
I hope this is not the sign of complacency. It was a tad wide. Rabbi slapped it back with a point. It should easily should have been stopped. He dragged it back But then again, there was a deflection with his leg, which really forced the ball to go all the way. Rabbi will hope to find some touch after the boundary. As phase 35 deliveries took a good amount of time. He needs to step on the gas. Once again, it's in the cap. Should be a couple at least. After 33, 11 runs from this Jangwa over. It's 130 for 8 Bangladesh margin. Crowd coming in numbers in the morning as well today. Friday, weekly holiday in Bangladesh. I'm pretty sure after in the afternoon, a lot of them were planning to come, but Bangladesh emerging team failed to rise to this occasion. George Van Heerden, keeper, brings himself into the attack. Two left-handed batters on the crease. Beautiful play, Rakibul for a single. Welcoming back Chanu Rabbani in the com box.
Rabbani.
Thanks, Ajad. And at this moment, Bangladesh emerging in a sort of bother on the back foot. But keep in mind, it is still cloudy and overcast. Anything can happen. Rain could have a final word, which we wouldn't want. Van Heerden, the captain, probably bringing himself on to get through a few overs quickly, put more pressure back on Bangladesh emerging. It was, in the end, what I just heard from Rakibul and Mahfuzur is that his balls don't turn much. They go straight, so play it with a straight bat. This time he cuts it away. It's short and wide, but there is protection at the deep. Won't be more than a single. The backward point, beg your pardon, is very close to the batter, and that is why Mahfuzur Rabbi, he played in front of the square to evade that fielder and pick up a run. Confident sweep from Rakibul for a single. And Mahfuzur on 18, Rakibul on 8, both products of the under-19 system. They're representing Bangladesh emerging. And here then though, it's about keeping sure that too many runs don't leak. The batter is looking to sneak in from time to time. The balls are pretty straight. Perhaps that's why they can afford to play that shot as well. And play with a straight bat. 4 runs from this over. After 34, it's 134 for 8.
First time in Bangladesh.
Rajshahi city from the northwest part of Bangladesh.
Right, come round.
Change of ends for Ntuli. He was bowling from the media end, now coming from the far end.
Happy.
Bowling around the wicket to the left hand. So I guess there will be 2 off spinners operating from both ends, as both are the left-handers batting on the surface. Also, Maruf Mridha to follow, who is a left-handed batter. Joe Njangwa bowled pretty well. So far, 3 for 28 from his 9 overs.
A few changes happening here. The deep square leg isn't safe, but the deep backward square leg comes in, and there is a fielder at mid-on or a wideish mid-on. Oh, B10 very close to the off stump. The pitch is taking turn from the end that I expected it to turn. That is the media end. Again, Rabbi trying to get himself off strike, recognizing that he needs to keep things ticking. There is a fielder at deep point, wideish long off. There's the long on. So the fielding is set up for fuller length bowling, slighted delivery, but then there is some protection at the offside as well. Three fielders inside the circle. The bowler is bowling mostly stump to stump, not giving any room to Rabbi.
And not giving much flight. A bit surprised to see that. Because there is resistance on the surface. Look at that. Holding it slide. Beating the outside edge of Rabbi's bat. Hard dot goes on the trot.
Tell you what, chasing will not be easy here. The ball keeps turning that sharply. Zooting in, that's a maiden by Ntuli. He's done with 9 overs after 35. It's 134 for 8. Can see a boat ride over there. Shot up. As relaxing as it gets, especially in hot and humid conditions. Boat ride in the Popta River to calm your nerves, and that's what is required in such an important match for the cricketers. They need to keep calm nerves. The spinners have done a job, so too have the fast bowlers as far as South Africa emerging are concerned. Still, lots